Okay, so unfortunately, I did get sick, and I'm running a little behind. And I also accidentally deleted the commentary, or I just didn't export it after I was done recording it for two of the episodes. So I had to go back and redo them in post, which, you know, is always fun of just watching over a, I don't know, 4 to 5 hour video and just doing commentary that you've already done for something, and you don't even remember what you said the first time, so you're like, I just got to make up new stuff. Or you could have said something witty or something like that. But we are going to go into the Eizensen District, which I have 0 intel on because I can't find any maps or anything, so I'm doing this completely blind. This is, we do have Deneb in our group, right? Yeah, there she is. This is supposed to be a mission that was added to give a little bit more story for Deneb, because one of the things that, probably the weakest thing in this game is that once you recruit a character, I'm not going to say like every time, because I think there's like 1 or maybe 2 different occasions where they'll get more dialogue and stuff in later missions, but once you recruit them or something, their story arc pretty much ends. So we got Deneb in the Rebel Army, and if you're playing like the SNES or PlayStation version, that's pretty much the end of her character arc and everything. So this just adds I guess a fun little new mission which only opens up if you recruit her, so... Also... No, I already did the Balmorian Ruins and Diaspora... yeah, the Valley of Castro. Okay, so yeah, I already recruited Rowney and Saradin, so they're in our army too, so... I don't know if this is like underleveled or something, but you know, I got a couple evil groups to just tank alignment for. So we have Chapter 13, Deneb's Pumpkin. Eizensen's a peaceful little forest region dotted with a number of small towns. Despite that, the region appears to be anything but peaceful based on the locals' angry stares. What in the 7 hells is going on? What in tarnation? Maybe it has something to do with the stories about strange monsters raiding the local forests. Some ominous clouds are gathering in the horizon. The rebel army is to face some sort of danger again. Ellipsis. Alright, so yeah, I think the text file that came with this said there's like 2 treasures on here, but I don't even want to search for them because I'm incredibly lazy. What I'm going to do is there's items that I could buy later in the game that I will just come back here and use them, and it just automatically digs it up because I have 0 intel whatsoever, and I just don't even want to waste my time on it. So I will do that, and there's also items that I can buy later on that reveal hidden cities. So I will like, I don't know, cheese it by buying them, coming in here, using them, and then just like reloading a save state or something, just to be extra cheesy. So I want to send out, let's see, we need to get some XPs for the lion. So let's see, what do we got going on here? We got a town there, that's close. Town down here. Our boss is right here. Probably some Pumpkin Man sort of thing. Okay, there's the town that's probably the closest that's going to be our choke point. But it looks like there's a lot of bridges that we have to go over. So we have this Rochefeld Temple here too, so I might want to just send him here. And then we got another Rochefeld Temple there and a town up there, so... yeah, let's just send him here. Because unless they have flying units or units that are going to go in the water, they're going to have to go over these bridges, and that's going to cause them to have to go that way. And then we will send Saradin right down to here just to eat. And I will probably have Deneb's group go attack the boss. But I will leave them on the base for now. Canopus should be okay to deploy. So we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 more cities to hold. So, I guess we will send Canopus over here. And we have, what, Schneider, Norn, and Rowney. I kind of don't want to deploy Ash because I want him to... I might deploy him in the next mission because I just don't know the levels of these things, so I have to get some intel on everything before I do that. So I want to play it a little safe. We also have Aisha's group, which I'm not going to deploy until later in the game. I will be creating a boss killing unit out of this, but yeah, I just don't have the units I want to put in it yet. So it doesn't really matter either. They'll just rapidly level up. But yeah, let's just go with this for now. No, we don't want to return. I paid good money already. Alright, so we just run down here and liberated the religious city of Yakush.
Liberation.
Liberation. Okay, thank you for the moon card. You can just go fuck yourself, though. Yeah, let's see. What do we have? I would like to get rid of the moon card. No, we want to get rid of the moon card. Howdy, do you rebels have the witch called Deneb among your ranks by any chance? Those spoiled pumpkins she threw away are now monsters wreaking havoc. As long as Deneb's in your army, you're responsible for her. You better do something about her. They're like, fuck that Deneb. Alright, so... I guess I will send Norn's group down to this town down here to hold it, in case something slips past Saradin. And then I don't know what to send... Yeah, we gotta do something about those monster pumpkins. But I don't know what to do about these other two places on the map. Or if there's hidden cities as well. I think I'll buy like 5 of each of those items and just kind of, you know, save scum it because I'm cheap like that. If I use them up, they're pretty expensive too. But once I know where the things are, I can just go collect them. Saradin has encountered the enemy. You mean Saradin has demolished the enemy? Oh, there are actually ghosts in this one. Alright, do we have a white magic weapon on our skeleton? I mean, it's not like we're gonna lose this because we're just gonna win it. And I primarily just want to level up this black dragon so that it can assume stronger forms. I'm gonna have to check to see if that skeleton has a weapon on him. Because if he has a white magic weapon, then he could just deal with... He has nothing on him. Do we have anything that we could put on him? We don't seem to have anything. I might have to pull something from somebody else. But then, does it really matter? Alright, we liberated the trading city Lorento.
Liberation.
And we will pull a card and get fucked over. Oh, we got a tower card. Is that reputation down? Oh no, it's alignment. Oh, that sucks too. The entire area is a disaster, all because of those pumpkins. So, how can you clean that up? Alright, Sheridan not quite there yet, but you're there. Hmm? What was that about?
Fight it out.
I don't know if that's winning or if that's winning. But this unit's not going to be disposed of because the ghosts are still going to be there, and they will just run back to base to get more pumpkin dudes and another doll mage. So yeah, I need to definitely pull a who's in the base still, and do they have a weapon? You know what? Ash's unit should have some white magic weapons. I think this Kusanagi blade is, so I will just take that from you. Gotta kind of remember to put it back on him. Oh, I can't equip it, can I? So unenlightened. If I want to equip the Cure-Onk, I should be able to do that. Alright. He gets 2 attacks, so he should be able to wreck the ghosts now. But what the hell are these guys doing? Can't run because that's a charisma drop. Yeah, actually, the only person that needs to promote to a higher class is my priestess, and it's probably gonna be a while. So, and she's probably not ever gonna suffer any charisma or alignment drops because she's only gonna be targeting undead, and that's like almost always a positive for both of your charisma and alignment. So, I don't know, we kill the leader and they run away. Alignment down. Thank you. We needed that. Especially because this is my soul liberation unit. A neutral character. Alright, let's try to riz them. Don't really need you, but come on over. I'll just delete you later. Alright.
Fight it out.
Let's see if Lion's got what it takes. Probably not, but we get to see some white dragon and blue dragon action. Ow! Yeah, if not for that pumpkin dude doing a gross amount of damage. But yeah, I need to get like defensive items for these dragons because they have huge strength, so they don't really need a weapon to buff. They just need to be able to tank and eat the damage. But I'm gonna have to heal my red dragon because he got messed up in that encounter. Cure potion? Cure potion. And maybe... oh, damn. I should drop 2 on him. Wait. Is it Cure Stone that does 100? Oh, okay. I was using the wrong one. But yeah, there's a item I want to get for the red dragon later that will give him better resistance to snow and has pretty good defense as well. And once they're promoting, they're also getting I mean, honestly, these dragons right here I'm probably going to dismiss because I'm probably going to fuck up their charisma and alignment. And that's okay because there's already guys I'm going to get later on that are going to have a white and black dragon in their group. Oh, what am I doing? The Roshian temples don't even care who liberates them, so I should have just sent him right in. Or Roshfell temples, as they call them. Alright, let's get you the hell out of there. And push Lion up. No, not you. I want Lion. Lion and his group. But yeah, I need to get levels on Lion himself. But yeah, I will be able to get an upgraded red and blue dragon, but I just wanted to show these forms off before I did it. And those guys are really good, which is great because the ultimate blue and red dragon you don't really get till like level 23 and level 24, which I probably won't be approaching until like end game for most of my units. So it's like maybe the last 2 or 3 battles I will have those ultimate dragon forms. Now, the black dragon, on the other hand, in Ceridan's group, since he's just going to be eating encounters, he's going to fly up in level, and I'll be able to easily get him up to his ultimate form.
Liberation.
But for red and blue, alright, we got extra luck.
Lucky.
I mean, while the Roshfell temples don't care, they're the places that you find the random items, so it's usually best for me to just use the units with the highest luck. Alright, he can't think straight with all these monster pumpkins around.
Fight it out.
I should probably send a support unit, huh? Do I have a fool? Do I have a fool? No, Moon is what I want. Yeah, I'd rather get rid of these fairies than have them running back. Just over and over again, getting new leaders and a new berserker. That would be really annoying. Lion is not a Beastmaster yet, is he? And I think I have to keep him kind of neutral to pull this off, because I do have a Stone of Dragos. So I'm going to promote him to a, what do they call it, Dragon Master or something. Once I have him at the... I have to promote him to a Beastmaster first to be able to use it. Alright, Red Dragon, you're getting beat up. They do not like him. But yeah, I have to promote him up to a Beastmaster, then I can use the Dragon Stone. And I think what I've planned to do is, once I am eligible to promote to the second rank of Dragon Dude, I will do it, but I will just revert, because I even if he has better growth rates for his stats and everything, it's just not worth it, because it's a back row attack that's an ice attack, and I don't want to deal with that, because I think having 2 physical attacks is superior to that. Because I could just change his weapon and get an element that's favorable for the encounter, like whatever encounter it is. Alright, so I guess let's deploy Rowney and Schneider, because Nina's not going to be that good of a group here. So I guess put Schneider over here on the city. And then, Brownie will take forever to get over here to this Rochefell Temple. But I do want to liberate that with my opinion leader as well. Lion's unit has encountered the enemy. Actually, I should check on Lion to see how he's doing. I figure after a while... Also, that red dragon may be lower level than the blue dragon, too. I figure after a while this will thin out, and Lion will stop getting encounters, and they'll all go for Ceradan. Because I think this was just the opening salvo of them just rushing out. And I didn't have control of the cities yet. Alright, you get that pupper. Yeah, I need to keep my red dragon more neutral. So I'll probably fuck up his alignment, and I have backup strats, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's level 8, you're level 10, so yeah, he's a little under-leveled. And I believe I have to get to like level 12 or 13 to turn him into a Beastmaster. So I don't think I could go over 60 alignment either.
Fight it out.
And I'm not actually checking to see what level these guys are that I'm fighting. Fairies are so non-threatening, so we'll just beat them up. Yeah, the fairy characters are one of the weirdest ones to... Because they're always going to be a back row character, and I'm not sure I even like their ability. Now, once you get up to the highest rank, once you promote them up, because there's 3 forms for them, they are good, but I think the first 2 ones, because they just use a buff, might not be that good at all. Yeah, the dragons can also use a fire attack at the back and an ice attack as well. So if I needed to exploit a weakness, I could do that. But I think their int isn't that good, at least until they promote to the next one.
Fight it out.
Like, there's just such a huge difference between, well, I guess they're in Tier 2 now, but I guess the next one would be Tier 3, and then they go up to Tier 4, because the green dragon is the base Tier 1, but there's such a difference once we go up to Tier 3. Like, they're just stupid good.
Fight it out.
And I while I was a little sick, I don't know, I was having like terrible headaches and stuff. But while that was going on, I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics in the background, and I was like, you know, one of these days I want to do like some monster strats, because I think I was talking about this earlier in this exact playthrough, but there's some fun things you could do with monsters. It's so non conventional. It's also fun. Alright, so got an angel and 2 red dragons. Unfortunately, this blue dragon is not going to be able to exploit its weakness, but okay, at least he didn't attack the blue dragon with it. Or the platinum dragon, as they call it. Shouldn't it be like platinum? Or platina, or something like that. So I have to wonder what the next form is going to be, because I would think you would go something like silver, platinum, or I don't know. I would say aluminum, but
Fight it out.
aluminum really has no value anymore. There was at one point in time where aluminum was extremely expensive, and in the modern era, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But before we had developed electricity and the method to extract it from its ore, it was incredibly difficult to extract it, and so it was actually more expensive than platinum. One of those weird things
Fight it out.
to know about. I think the Washington Monument down in DC is actually topped with platinum, and that's where I learned this from, because it was supposed to be a symbol of decadence or whatever, and what better to do than put one of the most expensive metals on top of it. So it's got like an aluminum top, but when you're talking about that to somebody these days, they're like, huh? What? Because you could just go down to the grocery store and buy aluminum foil for like $2. But when they were building it, it was like just incredibly expensive to put an aluminum top on it. Alright, so Lion here is getting a little beat up by this black dragon breathing, or not black dragon, but this red dragon breathing fire on him. And I need to monitor your alignments a little closer. I think it's worth doing a retreat, because I think that red dragon is getting another action, and I do not want him burning Lion to a crisp and then me having to do some stupid shit. And I think he's farmed so much charisma here that I'm not really under the threat of his charisma cratering, because it's only a -1 when you flee. Yeah, your alignment is getting a little up there. Yeah, he's got 93 charisma, so I need him to hit level 12. Now watch it be a level 13 beast dude. And then he's gonna go up to like 65 alignment or something, and it's gonna really be annoying to get it to tank. Alright, we've clapped the leader. Oh, alignment down! Hell yeah! It's because it was an angel that we got. But can we get this dragon so he doesn't flee? Although if he flees, he might run into Ceridan. Alright, night group here. Oh, we see a coffin coming. Our vampire is on his way. Which, kind of explains why in Final Fantasy Tactics they have a status effect of vampire. Because, you know, they started out with vampires in the groups anyway. It was one of those things. Yeah, I'm gonna completely fuck up that red dragon's alignment. Alright, Lion can start regenerating. And we lost money. Yeah, I need to start taking these cities. It was that fucking moon card, though. I knew it was gonna fuck me over. Alright, we liberated the autonomous city Oval, which is up here.
Liberation.
Alright, we got a priestess. This is alignment up, right? So that'll offset. But I don't need the card. Deneb might be a dedicated researcher, but she doesn't care for anything around her. Alright, so let's go free up Ceridan City so he can recuperate. Because Ceridan himself is the weak link in his party, because he can actually take HP damage. Well, I guess the dragon is as well, but oh lord and lord, you trying to sneak in here, aren't you? No, you don't.
Fight it out.
I could probably take a couple drops. Oh, you were trying to be sneaky, but I caught you. I need to go and check their level. That's very good. My opinion leader is doing a ton of damage now. I don't like that, though. Yeah, I think I could get my opinion leader up to like 80 to 100 damage easy. And then depending on, hold on. Okay, they're around level 12, 12-ish. So, yeah. It's all good so far. Norn's unit has a oh, we didn't put her on the city. Okay, I need to fix that. No, let's kill the weak ones. So that we can get rid of those ghosts. Alright, there we go. Now kill strong. What the hell are you talking about? Are we over-leveled here? See, it's been so long since I've recorded an episode for this, I don't remember what level which unit is at. But this one's way off in the wings. Maybe I should switch this with Canopus because I don't actually care if I tank Canopus's alignment at all. Alright, we're getting charisma drops, level ups. Alright, we want to go over here to the city. Oh yeah, we're level 15. Yeah, we were way too high to be fighting level 12 dudes. Please, hurry and do something! We can have a moment of peace! Alright, so... Bonnie the Witch. Parker. Roger the Pumpkinhead. Kid and Sanders. And Canopus's group is, of course, also level 15. But I don't care if I take the alignment on this group because I'm not actually using it as a liberation unit. Nor do I need to care about the alignment on these guys. I can just turn them into a nighttime fighting unit. So we can drop Schneider up there just to hold the city now. And liberate this. And then I think I will send her down to liberate the town that, whatever his face is at. Saradin. Oh, come on. Boo. Pumpkin monsters. That's why you should never play with food. Oh, that's not the point. Well, what is the point?
Fight it out.
Is there even supposed to be a point? Oh no, a witch. A witch and pumpkins. Ooh. This could be bad. Alright, we're devastated. We have no response, so they do any damage. We probably have lost this. What kind of tarot cards do I have? I have a tower card, but temperance, I don't need that, so yeah, that sucks. Oh, witches are terrible units. You should never have one in any of your groups. Oh, that was close.
Fight it out.
Okay, so look at this once again. Ah, yeah, if I get stunned, I'm dropping this temperance. And then I do have emperor cards. But I'll have to see how bad the stun is. Alright, we got an attack, and it hit. We got 2 attacks, and it hit. So we're doing good so far. I just have to rely on the bad accuracy of these dudes. I'm gonna wait until she drops her second stun attack. Which, I'm probably losing attacks on the giants, but... they only get 1 pumpkin head attack per battle anyway, so... I just gotta do a little bit more damage to them, and I'm gonna win. Oh, you got all of your attacks. Okay, excelente. So, she only has 2 pumpkins now, so... I can't have a moment of peace either.
Fight it out.
Alright, so we just have to get rid of these other 2 pumpkin heads, and life will be easy, but... Alright, we went before her. Alright, oh, you missed! What a jerk! Alright, the one guy did not get stunned, so we're still in this. But yeah, I think I've decided that I will play Lunar Silver Star after this. Just get through that, and then I'm going to play through Final Fantasy Tactics, because while I was playing through that, I just kind of remembered why it's such a great game. There's so much stuff that you could do that is just absolutely sick and amazing. So I want to do that, and I'm going to do like a Ramza solo challenge, because there's also some really stupid and amazing shit I can do with that as well. That I just don't see people doing, because I'm like, well, I understand why they don't do it, because a lot of players get into this mindset of, well, if this thing does not do damage, I don't want to bother with it at all, because I just want to do damage. And that's kind of a mid-tier player thought, and that's unfortunate, because there's just so many just unique and amazing things that you could do in that game, that if you just take a moment to interact with the systems in it, it's just mind-blowing. But yeah, that's why it's one of the best games I've ever played. So we got the Doll Mage here, and I think that was like their 3rd game that they made, because I believe Ogre Battle 64 was released after they did Final Fantasy Tactics, because they do Ogre Battle, then they do Tactics Ogre, and then I believe they got contracted by Square to do a Final Fantasy Tactics game, because everybody in Japan was like, oh my god, this stuff is so good, I'm eating it up. And it was selling pretty damn well, so they used all the tropes and stuff from there, but you know, Masuno and the others just weaved their sort of stuff into it as well.
Fight it out.
To make this really great experience. But I think what makes it so great is just kind of what makes Xenosaga Episode 3 great as well, is that it's just iterative, except for the fact that you know, they started out good and then had an even better game, and then an even better game after that. where Xenosaga, you know, they started out. Xenogears was a good game. Amazing story in that one. I've kind of come down on the battle system because I don't think they really tested it and balanced it that well. And then they came out with Xenosaga, which is also a good game, but then they kind of took a step back with their experimentation in 2, mostly with the load times and everything. So, but then they came out swinging with 3, and it was just excellent. But yeah, I think what makes Tactics one of the best games I've ever played is that it both has an amazing story and amazing gameplay. And also, I don't see a lot of people talk about it, but the animations for the sprites and everything in that game are just chef's kiss. Oh, fuck off, witch! Oh, it was the end of the battle, so... Like, I see everybody get stunned, and I'm like, oh, that sucks!
Fight it out.
Alright, Roundy's gonna get them for us. And I'm guessing I need to... Yeah, that's probably a win right there. That's a double win. Oh, 1 HP, what the hell? Yeah, I need to get that doll master up into the next class, just to make this a really oppressive unit. Because getting 4 multi-target attacks a battle, that's hard to come back from. Alright, these assholes are still around. I think all I need is just 1 attack from the giants, and we'll be golden. Oh, he almost evaporated the witch. Yeah, this was an SNES game, so they really had to watch the memory and everything. Not the memory, the disk space on their animations and stuff, so... Animations are good, but not as good as Final Fantasy Tactics. Of course, I never saw what Tactics Ogre was like on the SNES. And I'm still bummed out about that they never brought that over to the US until... I don't know. When did they bring it out? I think it was like a PSP game, a PSP port or a GBA port or something.
Fight it out.
So it was probably post-2000, 2001-ish. But it's still like, aw, damn, you know, because that's a game I really wanted to play as a kid. And I would like... I remember when I would go to the store, and it was kind of like the interim before I got the PlayStation. I still was on the Super Nintendo. And I was like in 8th grade, and then... I didn't have a PlayStation, so I was like looking at it, and I would see like Ogre Battle for the PlayStation. I was like, I want to get that game. And unfortunately I couldn't because I didn't have the system. And actually, now that I think about it, I also didn't have the interest in the PlayStation. Because I remember one of my friends asking me, because my little sister was still, my mom was still pregnant with her, and I was talking to him in school one day, and I didn't even know that the PlayStation existed, actually. And I was just talking, I was like, yeah, I got a little sister on the way, and he's like, do you have anything like a PlayStation? And I was like, no, and he's like, and then his words end up being prophetic, because he was prophesying right there. He's like, yeah, you need to keep that stuff hidden, because they'll just break your shit. But yeah, I didn't know at all. Oh, okay, Canopus is down here. But here I'm playing the Sega Saturn version, and the only thing I ever saw on the Sega Saturn was that game Nights into Dreams, like the commercials, because when you're sitting in homeroom, when I was sitting in homeroom, they would have like Channel 1 News or something. I don't know if this is something in all the high schools back there, but homeroom, like 15-minute shows, they would always have these commercials, and I would see that, and I was like, oh, that looks so cool, but, you know, I didn't have,
Fight it out.
Where the hell did this guy come from? I didn't have a Sega Saturn either. I don't think I had any interest in actually buying one. I was just like, yeah, that looks really cool. But I was also talking with another friend that I would never be able to make the transition to 3D because I would just get lost in the immersive worlds, but I guess my imagination at the time was just way greater than what they were able to do with the technological capabilities of the time. Like, I thought they would just be making these fully interactive 3D environments instead of just like little hubs. And I remember this because I was talking about Mario 64, and that was one of the commercials that I had watched, and I thought that, because at the time I had no idea that this was just not something that was feasible technologically, because they didn't have the memory space for it at the time. Like, you have open world games now where you can just go from one spot to one city and just go through like a forest and the woods and stuff, and end up in another city. Even though it's still a miniature world, like if you play Grand Theft Auto or Assassin's Creed, they still have, like, you're traveling from like Boston to New York, and it just does a loading screen to load in the map. But they're pretty big.
Fight it out.
Or in Grand Theft Auto, you're in San Andreas or Vice City or something. Well, I thought that in a platformer like Mario, that you would just be going through a entire world with no loading screens, and it would just be massive, absolutely massive. Like, I was thinking bigger than something like Grand Theft Auto 5 or any of those open world games, and that I would just absolutely get lost and not know where I am. Which is absolute bullshit, because I have, as it turns out, I you know, found out from my MUD days and MMO days, is that I'm like stupidly good at tracking and wilderness and stuff, going through that, and that probably has something to do with me just you know, escaping when I was a kid from the watchful eye of my mom and just exploring everywhere I could go. But yeah, I'd be like, I know where that is, and that, and I could just like route it and get like an optimized route and stuff, and like the tiniest little detail I would be able to pick up. All right, we liberated the fortress city of the Cross.
Liberation.
Which is fun, because I didn't even use things like maps or I don't know if they have sextants in every game, but I just don't do it. I would just go off landmarks and stuff, and that's how I navigated. Alright, so will you draw a tarot card from the deck? It's probably true, because I don't know street signs when I'm going around either. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just like, yeah, that's where I'm going, and blah. Alright, we got another priestess card. Excellent. More alignment. No, we don't want this card. You're the Rebel Army, right? I wonder if you really have the power to defeat the Empire. Well, I have no love for the Empire, so let's just wait and see what happens. Now, I do have Mario 64, because I picked that up a couple months ago when I bought a N64 unit. But I haven't really sat down and played it because of all the stuff that went on in my life in the last couple of months, but at some point I am going to get through it. Like, I played a few levels, and it's nowhere near what I was thinking it was going to be like as a kid. It's just, you go into this level, and it's just this small little area. And I picked up Perfect Dark as well. Now, I think that would be a much better game if I was playing it with modern-day controls. Because the N64 controller is just absolute garbage. It works, but there's not a lot of rhyme and reason about why it's designed the way it is, and not having a second analog stick to move the camera around is also really bad, because you have to hold down one of the buttons. Just old school controls are not very, very friendly to these days. I think it was around the Xbox 360 era that they really started getting some good control schemes in for first-person games. Alright, I don't need the Full Moonstone. I've already got a Were-Tiger. But
Fight it out.
when you do that, to hold down, I don't know, like the R button or something to move the camera around and look, it's very sluggish, and it also snaps back to center, which is absolute ass, and I don't like it. But it's the same control scheme that's used in GoldenEye, and I also picked up a copy of that. But it's just an ordeal playing it on original hardware, is what I want to say. Because even though I don't really play shooters on consoles anymore, because I'm a PC player, and using mouse and keyboard for shooters is just such a better experience. Not having a second analog stick to move the camera around, and then you use the left one to move your character around, and then the right one to move the camera around. It's just it's a nauseating experience. When you just have one analog stick to move your character around, and I mean, I think it's I think they're both good games, but they have not aged well because of that.
Fight it out.
I also picked up F-Zero, and I don't know why I did that. I think I just did it because I like the music from Mute City, and that's the only reason. Because I'm just trash at racing games. Like, I'd play it with my friend Featherhoof. Like, he'd bring over Chocobo Racing because that's the one racing game he had that I like to play, and he'd always win, but he likes to play Mario Kart now. And I have gotten my wizard fucked up. I'm just now noticing that he's at 43 HP. Please don't kill him. Oh, damn, miss. She could also waste the ghosted skeleton, but she must be. This group must be targeting leader. So let's drop a healing item on him so that he doesn't get wasted. But yeah, I picked that up just for the sole fact that Mute City is a banger of a song. All right, I guess it's not a song; it's just a piece of music, but is it like excellent? But I suck at the game, so there's that. Like, yeah, I'm really good at these RPGs and strategy games, but there's other things that I'm not good at. Like, I have taken karate, and doing katas and stuff makes a lot of sense to me, but rhythm games, nope, can't do it. Racing games, I'm also bad at. Can't do it. It's like Jack says in Final Fantasy X. You can't do it, kid.
Fight it out.
But then, you know, he'd always add, I'm the best after that. Which, endeared him to me, and I just found that line funny. I guess I'm bad at sports games too, but I don't like. Why would I play a sports game? There's just no reason. The video game stores won't even accept them because they always publish like 20 gazillion copies when they release them, and everybody buys them, and they're just flooded. They flooded the resale market, and so nobody wants them. They try to get rid of them. They can't move them out of their stores, so they just don't accept them. And I would much rather, like, I'm a huge fan of baseball, so I would much rather watch the game. Oh, we found buried treasure. Where?
Find out.
All right, we found one of it. We got the Sword of Heroes. Let's go. It's very sword and it's very hero. I guess heroic? Who cares? Alright, so that must be one of the two treasures they're talking about. I just stumbled on it accidentally. Alright, the great sword once wielded by the hero Sigurd. Strength plus 11. Is that before he got blown out by Brunhilde? I don't remember how the story goes now. Alright, so we got the Sword of Heroes.
Fight it out.
I think I got like 4 copies of those and used them on a certain class in my test playthrough. We'll see how this one goes, because I don't know how the random loot generator is gonna... how friendly it's gonna be to me in this run. I mean, it should be really friendly towards the end of the game, because I will be using that trade ticket to get items to pump my luck up in 3 of the units, so that I have just like tremendous luck. But up until that point, it's just like, oh, well, is RNGesus with me or not? Although at this point, I have been incredibly lucky. I don't know if they did something with the loot algorithm or whatever in this version of the game, but I think I'm getting a lot better loot. But then, you know, I think, like, laws of averages, I'll probably just get worse loot at some point, so it all balances out. Alright, my guys. Come on. We got 2 more days to get through this. And we've already burnt, like, 1 of them. Well, we had 4 days. Why does it start the counter at 1? That seems very weird to me, because that just means they've been sitting here for a day before they decided to go out.
Fight it out.
Like, they get to that home base, they sit there for a day, and then they start deploying. Alright, get the rest of them. I don't want them going back to home and coming back with more stuff. Alright, good. Eradication. Yeah, they are coming for Saradin like I thought they would. So is my dragon doing good? Level 14, can you promote yet? I think it's either level 14 or 15 that they could promote. Alright, so maybe 1 more level.
Fight it out.
And we'll have the tier 3 black dragon. Oh no. Oh wait, we got a wizard in this one. Or actually a goatee. So we should be able to access these guys pretty easily. And the ghost. So let's kill weak. So that my ghost can target the fairies. But yeah, this also explains why there's a ghost and a skeleton for undead creatures in Final Fantasy Tactics. I wonder if they kept that theme in Tactics Ogre, because I think I did look and see that they still have necromancers and stuff, but I just don't know how they changed the classes and everything, because I think it's more like Final Fantasy Tactics than this. But it still pays homages to its roots, you know. Are all of these units the same?
Fight it out.
Victory is ours. That's okay. You're already a goatee, so we don't have to worry about your charisma and alignment. Kill the weak ones. They're really weak against ice? I would think they would be weak against dark. That seems really weird to me. See, the ghost thinks so. Of course, that's his only attack, but... Alright, so I'm just assuming that next group that has a knight in it is coming up is just the same as this one. So my only interest right now is my Black Dragon evil enough to promote? Ooh, that was close. And as soon as my Black Dragon promotes, I'm gonna put him in the back row because I'm still losing money. That's not good.
Fight it out.
I have like all of the towns, at least the ones I can see. Nope, he didn't get the level, so we're still waiting. Where are you going? Where are you going? Yep, it's the same. Oh, Lion got another encounter. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were all going to be Ceradan encounters now. But Lion has had enough time to get a full heal on his group. So that's good. I actually really like these dragon sprites. They look really cool. They do change when I promote, though, so... Not sure I really like that. I don't know, there's some level of cuteness to them. Oh, these dogs can't even hurt us. Clearly we're the winners in that encounter.
Fight it out.
Yeah, but I'll be promoting him to beast or a dragon dude, who will be helping them. But I don't think the dragons really need help. Especially since the bonus is so small. And their gains are so large. Alright. So you should be able to promote, right? No? It must be 13 then.
Fight it out.
Because I think they just went up to level 12. Unless his charisma has, or not his charisma, his or maybe his charisma has to be low, but unless his alignment has gone too high. You must be this neutral to become a dragon killer or whatever. Dragon lover. Yeah, Black Dragon would be best in the back row, because Unlike the blue and red dragon, he gains a multi-target attack at tier 3. Which he should be gaining level 15 soon and be able to promote. So I will just have a skeleton tank and 3 back row dudes at that point. But I think once I promote him up to tier 4, I will be moving him back into the front row because he loses the multi-target attack. Go figure. Clapped. Ooh. We have to thread this needle, don't we, Lion? The Tome of Learn. Oh, that's a Intup. Okay. Like, what the hell? Yeah, that's one of those things you can get from the shop that boosts your int, which sharpens a character's mind. I guess I will use a few of these. Alright, Lion, what are we looking like right now? Oh no, I think we're still good. We just need to get up to level 13, and you should be able to promote A-OK. I'll have to look at the promotion chart, though. If his charisma is too high, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll have to cry myself to sleep tonight. Like, I couldn't promote him to a Beastmaster so I could turn him into a dragon dude. I think it's not worth turning him into a dragon dude either. But I just want to do it to get as much different units in the army. I think I'm going to be using like every single thing in the army. Let's go for strong. But yeah, I think I'm going to be using every single unit out there, or character class out there. I think, yeah, I'll be getting all of them, some action from them at some point in the game. I know I haven't picked up a fairy yet, but I will. Because to be honest, this game is actually pretty easy, and a lot of people are just full of shit about the way they talk about certain classes and stuff.
Fight it out.
It's like they'll say, this class is garbage, and it's like they didn't even play the game and test it out or something. I tend to find that to be the case, though. You go and start reading about some strategies or something, and then somebody will be just like, yeah, this is garbage because of XXX, and then you like test it out and find out that they're just completely wrong. And you're like, well, this actually worked out brilliantly. Oh, did that kill her? Okay. I was getting a little nervous there. Focus on the strong ones. Hey, hey, hey! Ouch! A lot of damage. Only I should be able to do a lot of damage. I'll just say it, I like things that are good for me, and I dislike things that are bad for me. Alright, we should be able to wipe out this witch unit this time. And I was completely correct. Did our Black Dragon happen to level up at all? And I miss it or something? Okay, yeah, we did. Can we promote? Yes, we can. To a Tiamat. Let's do it. Alright. The little icon changed too, so let's change the formation. Let's skeleton to protect everybody. And we're good. Alright, at this point, I just need to exhaust their units, because and I don't want to stay here for too much longer, because I just keep losing money every day. Or actually, maybe I should just send Deneb in now to attack the... Because if the boss is just a pumpkin dude, is he even going to say anything intelligible? I think once you turn into a pumpkin dude, like, he's got a straitjacket on or something, I don't know, and a pumpkin head. I don't think they've got some profound dialogue that's going to go on. Seems like I've got this one in the bag. Or... Now look at this fuckface. He's just running back to base. Yeah, I think now we'll just send you to the home base. I don't think there's any other point in waiting. Any points in waiting any longer. What's this dude doing? Yeah, let's just send Deneb in. We've defeated this stage. No sense in dragging it on. Okay, you're going for... What are you doing? What are you doing? What in the fuck is he doing? I thought he might be going for Norn. And then I thought he might be going for the opinion leader. And then he just fucks off.
Fight it out.
Weird strategy there. Weird indeed. Actually, I might... I mean, well, with the travel time that it's going to take for Deneb to get down there, I'll probably have wiped out this doggy group. And we'll see if Lion gets enough XP to get up to level 13. I think that's his only issue right now. Alright, we've encountered the enemy.
Fight it out.
Alignment down. I think it's the 40 to 60 range that I need to stay in. But I've probably completely messed up the red dragon. I guess I could check after this battle. Ah, no, we didn't get the level. Okay. Well, it was worth it. Worth a shot, at least. How much do you got to go? 31 more. What was I looking for? Oh, the red dragon. Oh, no. We're still pretty good with this guy. The alignment is the only thing that I need to worry about. Here I'm like trying to game this for the promotions and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just getting rid of these dragons anyway. But maybe, just maybe, I could use these dragons instead of the backup strat dragons. You know, it would be kind of nice, because it was like they were together for the entire game. These guys are just alignment and charisma drops waiting to happen. Yep, 100%. Damn, 69 damage. That's nice. Yeah, this group is doing excellent so far. I just have to worry about the staying in the right the good path. Like if I start really dropping my alignment and stuff, it's not going to be good because yeah, this asshole is starting to drag us down. Yeah, I need to not murder these guys anymore. I gotta stay out of the way until things start getting to be like level 16 again. I just have to not fight with this group. Which isn't that hard. They usually just go straight for the you know, city that's right in the way that you could create a choke point with and regenerate off of. Alright, Deneb is making her way down there.
Fight it out.
We're waiting with bated breath. But at least we get to see a battle with our Tiamat. Looks like an absolute unit, too. Wow. They must have been softened up already. Keep forgetting... What's the actual name of that attack? Because they just call it Evil Dead, which always makes me think of that line of movies. Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. Which are just really kind of cheesy, but fun movies. Like, I think I never got the ending of one of them where that skull just pops out and is like dead before daylight or dawn or something. I'll have to look up the real dialogue, but at the end of the movie, he's just like, dead before dawn or dead before daylight or something like that. And I'm like, but the main character is still alive. I think they were trying to make some kind of horror movie out of it, but I always found it to just be really cheesy and... But I enjoy those cheesy movies. Although I think one of the best ones was when that Machete movie that came out of... They were just making fake trailers for some festa or something, and Machete was one of them. Machete and Hobo with a Shotgun came out of that. I think the trailer for Hobo with a Shotgun was much better than the actual movie. Because the trailer is just maximum cheese and fun as hell, but the movie does have, like...
Fight it out.
Some authoritarian state bullshit, and I think it was trying to take itself way too seriously, especially because the effects in it are pretty noticeably bad. Oh, we got the level, but can we promote? Can we promote? That's the real question. No, we can't. Okay, I'm gonna check, and it's gonna be, your charisma is too fucking high, so go fuck yourself. And I'm gonna be disappointed now. I guess I might have fucked this up entirely. Alright, so I have to find a way to tank my charisma.
Fight it out.
Yeah, I did say that Lion is an asshole, and it is difficult to work with him. I did get him up to be a Dragon Master in my test playthrough, but I will just attribute that all to luck instead of skill. Because he'll either just be like, I'm just going to take my alignment entirely, and I'm going to go straight down to 0. Even if you're killing demon units and stuff like that. And it's like, this doesn't make any sense. Or is he already a Beastmaster? Okay, that is the absolutely profound dialogue that I was expecting out of a Pumpkinhead dude. Oshioki is spanking. You know what? I'll allow it, because it's Deneb. Damn, they just got rocked. Yeah, kill leader. Oh, I put a fucking fighter here. I forgot about that. That's fucking hilarious because I fucked up that one dude and I wanted to make a berserker out of him. So I just put a fucking base fighter in the group. Hopefully I don't fuck this one up. He's like 0 health too. The one is 14 damage. He's Alright, whatever. We got this.
Fight it out.
You know, I should check to see if he is actually a Beastmaster already, and I'm just being stupid about it. Because I don't remember if he starts as a Beast Tamer or Beast Master. Well, maybe our fighter will get some levels out of this. No, I don't want your well, I do need the charisma, but I don't want your alignment going up because I want you to take you down an evil path because I want you to become a berserker. Oh, that laugh.
Fight it out.
And she rocks them again. Deneb is just a beast. And that's all of them. More levels for my fighter. Hooray! Alright, we've liberated Pantalok. The actress seems to want to play her as very playful. Monies! Probably still lost money out of that.